Who? What can you say about that?
That was gorgeous. Now I know what all the fuss is about. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Almost kind of exhausting.
Yeah, they're still partying, and the buzz is still going on here about this.
Everybody has their favorite moments from the show. It's almost hard for me to pick. But do you have a favorite moment?
Several of them, about a half hour's worth.
Well, we have assembled our esteemed panel of judges to give us their favorite moments. And we're going to start first with Denny Jansen up in the penthouse. DJ?
Hello, Carol. We had an absolutely magnificent view up here. And, of course, our judges, being judges, they were very judiciously taking notes, picking out the ones. It was almost like they were at the Olympics handing out marks. Speaking of that, let's go to Olympic boxing medalist Tim Austin. Tim, your favorite moment?
Well, it was the first one. It was so many. I'm so excited. I can't tell you. You know, I'm just excited to see all these happening. And here right there, those are the most exciting ones that I like. They remind me of Barcelona.
Now, you say they had Barcelona fireworks every night, but these were far superior.
Yeah, these was more exciting, more spectacular than I enjoyed them all.
Let's go over here to John Wilson, the curator of painting and sculpture at the Cincinnati Art Museum. John the third, rather. What's up?
Well, you know, my favorite point was the transition between the sort of more lyrical first part and the second part, because with the atmosphere and the clouds, it looked very much like a Venetian 18th century painting, a lot of color and a lot of smoke. Of course, this is my pedantic view, but this was the part here where you see the fabulous white and then gold swirling around and then dropping down to the bottom. It was really pretty spectacular.
John, I'm going to get John the fourth's view. John, what was your favorite?
I like the one where it's shaped like an airplane.
Well, thank you very much. Frankly, I like the Chinese lantern effect. Your thoughts on that one?
Oh, man, I tell you, all of them was just exciting. I enjoyed them all, I tell you. But I like them all.
Tim Austin, John Wilson, and John Wilson the fourth, thank you very much for your input. The rest of our judges are standing by with Paul Schaefer. Paul, what'd they think?
Well, Paul actually had to go back to the studio. He has to get ready for the news. I'm here with WCPO's youngest anchors, if you want to put it that way, Tracy Durr and Lawrence Hawkins. They're hosts of the Kids Eye View show. Tracy, you were a critic last year. Now, what was your favorite part this year?
Well, it's tough to say because I loved all of it, but my favorite part was that second finale, the very last. It was just great.
Caught you by surprise. Did you know what was going on when he said, "Oh, wait a minute, it's John Belushi says it ain't over till it's over"?
Yeah, they had us all tricked, I think. Everybody thought it was over, everybody was cheering for the whole thing, but then they got us back and hit some more.
Now, was the crowd behind us here in Newport, were they getting ready to leave? I was up on the platform. You were down here. Were they getting ready to leave?
Yeah, I think people were picking up all their stuff, getting ready to get out of here, but...
Okay, so the second finale, that's your vote. Okay, what about Lawrence Hawkins? What about your favorite part?
Oh, just like Tracy said, it was all great, but I like the waterfall personally. It looked really real. It looked like Niagara Falls or something, the way it came down off the bridge.
Yeah, it always, in fact, a real big cheer behind us when we saw the waterfall. My favorite part, guys, is you may not know the music. It was Home Alone, and that's when they had the little curly cues coming out of the, I don't know what the technical name is for it, the little curly cues just floating down. That was the Home Alone section.
Suzanne was right up close with the fireworks, and hopefully she can still hear us after all that noise. Suzanne?
You know, I learned from last year, Denise. I had the earplugs in hand. I knew what I was doing. But if you do see a few sparks that start to flame up, let me know. Well, I'm still got the ashes hanging off me. I got Joe Rossi with me. You guys have been talking to people about how the show went. Of course, these guys are probably their worst critics, their own enemies. But I'll tell you, from my perspective, Joe, it was a fabulous show. How'd it go for you guys?
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Everything worked fine. We had so much rain. We were so worried, but everything went fine. As far as we were concerned, we didn't see anything, but it still looked great.
You didn't see a thing from your perspective?
I didn't see anything.
Now, a couple of people noticed something right off the top of the show that may have gone a little early.
Well,
yes,
you know,
no?
We've had so much rain, even our cell phones have been acting up, and we lost communications halfway through the show for a couple of seconds. Little problems are to be expected with so much rain, but everything else went wonderful.
Okay, somebody also mentioned to me right before the show that you had problems with the switching board, the center of communication, because it was so damp. Did that seem to give you any problems throughout the show?
No, it cleared up. I don't know, maybe Frank was talking to us or something. I don't know, somebody.
Somebody was watching over.
Was acting weird, but it was fine. It was fine.
Well, you heard it from the Rossis. There it is. They had a terrific show, and, you know, they're already popping out the beer, so something must have gone well. Non-alcoholic, of course. Denise, back to you.
Okay, Suzanne, thanks. We're not done yet. We will be right back with another look at some of those great fireworks.
Okay. 'Cause, you know, I don't know. 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 I don't know.
again, everyone, the Toyota WEBN fireworks are in many ways a gift to the city and the people of Cincinnati and the tri-state, of course, including you, Bingo Annie. I'm told there was a purple shell loaded for you. You know what that's all about. Now, tonight, WCPO, WEBN, Toyota, and Super X are giving a special prize to someone out there. You've been hearing all about it all summer. The 1992 Toyota Corolla, the Pyro Prize Sweepstakes. Let's throw it to Robin and Eddie to draw the winning name. Gang?
Well, you know, I do feel like Vanna White now.
Okay,
thank you.
Oh, I'm turning it, baby.
If I only had my nails manicured.
I am turning it.
You know, it takes a lot of people to make something like this possible. We want to thank Toyota and Super X for bringing this to us. We're going to choose a name. Someone's getting a brand new car.
And we got to suck up a little bit, too.
Okay,
How about our bosses
stop,
at EBN?
Oh, wait, fingers off.
There you go.
Okay.
Get it?
And the winner of a brand new Toyota is William Tolley, T-O-L-L-E. William Tolley from Beaufort, Ohio.
Big Bill, you're the man.
Right here.
You'll be contacted tomorrow about how and when your prize will be delivered. Thank you, sir. How about back up to you guys?
Nicely done.
And welcome back. You know, now that the fireworks themselves are over, even though everybody is still full of excitement, the big story now is getting back home. In fact, we've had something of a mini exodus here on the party bar.
But these nice people have stuck around
Yes,
with
they
us,
have.
and we appreciate it.
Yeah. Checks in the mail.
That's right. Well, you can imagine trying to get about, what, 500,000 people home by car. The traffic tie-up is going to be incredible. I'm glad we're still here on the boat. You know, some people have traffic helicopters, but we have a traffic golf cart, and Joe Webb has been manning that. At least Joe is trying to avoid being trampled by the crowds.
What an intrepid America.
Joe?
Well, Carol, the Rat Patrol has moved. We have seized the high ground at the entrance to Bicentennial Commons. We can actually smell Andrew Lester's flying pigs from where we are right now. The shot over my shoulder reminds everybody who watched the Channel 9 telecast of how thankful they are right now that they are in their homes. Traffic is moving. It's moving very slowly, as it does every year after Riverfest, but it is moving, thanks in large part to the work of the Cincinnati Police Division and those police departments in northern Kentucky. But the police are just a part of the entire army of people who keep Riverfest, keep managing this crowd of 500,000 people every year. They do their job very smoothly. As John Matteries found out, they do it so smoothly, sometimes you don't even know they're there.
Keeping order among hundreds of thousands of people isn't easy, but police do have a plan for crowd control. How do they do it? Volume, volume, volume. 250 Cincinnati police officers boarded buses today headed for the Ohio riverfront. Captain Joseph Cook says #1 on the priority list is beer and alcohol.
Drinking's a big problem in so much as the ordinance area, violating the special requirements, no beverages, no bottles.
Cincinnati police get help from dozens of volunteers who check coolers for beer and booze. Captain Cook says the volunteers are key to keeping alcohol-free sections really alcohol-free. So is a sixth sense.
I stopped one guy last year that had a coat on, kind of unusual in Labor Day weather to have a coat on, and he had a case of beer sewed inside pockets inside of the jackets.
Another problem is lost children. That's where another volunteer corps comes into play. If your kids aren't underfoot, they're probably under that red balloon, the Furrow's Lost Kid Tent.
We'll have somewhere between 40 and 60 lost children throughout the day. We've got 7 locations down here.
Every kid coming into Riverfest gets a Furrow sticker showing them what to look for if they get lost. At the Furrow tent, they get coloring books to play with until their parents show up, but not ice cream.
Free ice cream, too many kids. No ice cream today.
The Red Cross and Fire Department fill out the volunteer corps with 40 people on hand to treat any injured people. Bee stings and alcohol-related problems like dehydration are the most common troubles. The common sense solution to Riverfest problems, the right attitude. Police Captain Cook says it's a party, so relax.
And that's good advice anytime you're in a big crowd. Police tell us, we just got through talking to Captain Cook, says the people right behind us, it'll take them a half hour to get to the expressway, so be thankful that you're at home. Clyde, Carol, what's going on over there?
Oh, Joe, Captain Cook, isn't he the guy that discussed? Never mind.
No.
We'll just keep on going here. Actually, Joe, what's going on here is things are starting to wind down. It is time to wind this party down, sadly enough. Just a few minutes, we'll be on that boat.
Enthusiastic crew, diminishing but enthusiastic. And before we say goodbye, we want to take a moment to thank everybody who helped us put together this show.
We especially would like to thank Goodyear and the Goodyear Blimp folks because they, along with Aquatred, help supply the blimp. We want to thank the Rosie's, WEBN Radio, Toyota for putting on such a fabulous event.
And our skydivers, let's not forget them for putting on a great job. We'll have a complete wrap-up of all the activities of Riverfest on our Channel 9 News at 11. Also, if your VCR wasn't working tonight for some reason and you didn't get a chance to see the whole show, don't worry about it because we're going to rerun this show on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Also, Saturday at 12:30 after Arsenio, we'll have the best of frog news. More frogs, more fireworks, and more weird fun. That's the best of frog news. Clyde?
Well, we thank you, Denise. We certainly do appreciate everybody tuning in to watch. Thanks, guys, for sticking around.
Thank you, everybody. And before we say goodbye, we have to take one last look at those spectacular fireworks. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers, where the new 93 Corollas have arrived. Rainier Draft, seriously cold, totally cool. Super X, more of what a drugstore's for. And Lazarus, get fired up about new fall fashions now at Lazarus.